Okay, so let's go on with uh, crazy stories number 2. Okay, more hallucinations for the brain pan. Let's see. You know, this is kind of the story I don't want to tell because it's really kind of spooky and stuff, and it's like, it's probably not really, but I just, I don't know, it still gives me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. Me, the friggin' complete friggin' non-magical atheist, the guy who says there absolutely is no supernatural. It's like this one quote, I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm still afraid of them. Well, anyway, me and this one ex-friend of mine, and we used to play a lot of D&D and stuff, but we when we were young, I played till I was way later in life too, but, that's another story. Yeah. Anyway, we went and we saw this old friggin' gypsy teller's house. Kid you not. It was an old boarded up house, and it was in a fence, and it had friggin' old fortune teller sign, and everybody on the street talked about it. They finally tore it down. It was next to an old bait shop. And it was weird because that bait shop was nowhere near the river. And usually they're all near the river. But this one was like something from the 1950s or something. Real freaky that they had this bait shop right next to this fortune teller's house. Right next to the river. I mean, right, not even close to the river. But anyway, we got the idea to go in at the middle of the night, run around in freaking dark clothes, and have all these freaking, like, fake but real life, like D&D like items. So we had some rope, and a couple hatchets, and I think a dagger, and, no, an actual dagger. I think it was like a British bayonet, and a whole bunch of other crap, some candles, and and a couple backpacks, leather ones too. I wish I had those now. Oh man, just what the hell, running around in friggin' my area, with friggin' boom boxes and friggin' lowriders and everything. And friggin', we're 16, 17 running around behind these big oak trees that are crossed with this highway. And we're running around friggin' hiding behind friggin' things like a ninja. You not. So here we go. No, we didn't bring food, but we brought, the house, rope, candles, not flashlight, candles, Didn't you have the crossbow then? No, we didn't have the crossbow. We had something else. Man, what was it? Oh, I think we had some crystals, a good luck pendant, and, we had a lighter because, the friggin' flint and friggin' stone is too hard. And, what else was it? It was something else. Oh, we had some bag of salt and some, what the hell we look up in the player's manual? Fucking shit. Right? So, what the else was it? Oh, a couple spikes and railroad ties and, oh jeez, what else was it? I forgot I had all this stuff when I started the story. And what was it? Gosh, I know there was something else. I forgot what it was now, but just utter crap, right? Anything that would be like an adventure, So, yeah, we had a couple bucks, and change in a pouch. Mostly freaking dimes, nickels, and quarters. Dimes, nickels, and freaking pennies. And and freaking Oh yeah, oh yeah, a harmonica. Couldn't go without the musical item. You know, I forgot if we had. No, we didn't have any bows or anything. We didn't have access to them. I'm sure one of us would have had a friggin' bow on us. so, shit. So we're freaking sneaking off to this house, right? Oh, that's right, lock picks. And we ended up just breaking in anyway. I think we were drunk. So, oh yeah, we have booze. That's right. Nothing like freaking underage kids running around in the middle of the night with freaking a quarter of wine skin. We actually had a wine skin full of wine. So, whoa, oh shit. So we end up going, oh, no, I left my tarot pack at home, but they'll come in later. I know how to do tarot cards. Well, I got the book, the Walter Ryder friggin' book, so I know enough to how to friggin' read that book and do it. I remember some of it. Anyway, so yeah, that was about all we had. I think there's a bunch of other junk, but I think there were some screwdrivers too and stuff like that. Anyway, we go along. Finally, we're friggin', making the friggin' lowriders think they're hallucinating or something. And, we're sneaking along and people are honking at us. How we didn't get picked up, I don't know. I couldn't see the cop's face. We got friggin' picked up. That'd have been the end. So, we get to this friggin' haunted house. This fortune teller's house. I mean, it's right on one of the main streets. It's just friggin' right on the main street. So we climb the fence, clank, clank, crash, crash, clank, bang, smack, ninjas, mind you. Do we have the tent? No, we didn't have the tent. Okay. So, we get over, and we get in the house. We were working on the locks, and the door handle was shaking, and we're shaking it, and we're trying to push it, and finally we just realized the window was open, so we crawl in the window, crash, bam, crash, 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 bam, smash, go inside, try to get over the friggin' thing with all this junk, half of it goes pouring out in the old sink, but we get in this fucking house, right? Oh my god, this fucking house. I mean, now I'm more afraid to think about the floorboards rotting or natural gas and trying to light friggin' candles and oh my god, right? So, but it was freaky. I mean, it was freaky deaky friggin' fraggin' house. And I don't know, okay, I was a little bit more superstitious at the time. But that house freaked me out. I thought I got a friggin' bad curse from that. And I don't know. It was just a freaky house, right? So we got in there. We started exploring around. And freaking, I almost hit my friend in the face with an axe because friggin' this moonlight came right out from friggin' a hole in the roof. And just shined on his face. Or I don't know if he was screwing around or what, but, he screams, I scream. Friggin', I'm trying to pull the friggin' door, but I remembered we didn't go out the door. So, and then we can't get the door open. It turned out we didn't unlock the door, to get out. So then we decided to go, oh, okay, it's you. You freaked me out. You freaked me out. Yelling at the top of our lungs. Yeah. On the friggin' boulevard in this old abandoned house with a candle going. Oh, the candle blew out. We dropped it. I didn't remember this so funny, but it scared me before. Maybe I was scared of being out in the friggin' thing. So we sat down and drank a little wine. That's right. And then we decided to go in the basement. And the stairs are going, and there's just like this wind coming up in the basement. And, it's like the cold wind of death, right? You know, I'm like, maybe we shouldn't go in the basement, you know? You know, let's throw a candle down there and see what happens. Yeah, we did do that. Finally, we got out of there. Place freaked me out, though. But, I don't know, it freaked me out so much that I was with this other friend, right? And all these people would want me to do their tarot reading. So I got all into it. I had a table covered with red vellum and all this stuff. And I put up friggin' things like, I had some old coins and, you know, and I was freaking people out. Mostly freaking these girls out, you know, trying to scam on them. You know, girls coming and going from my house. And so, you know, I was doing these readings. But then I was there with this friend, and we were doing this reading, and I don't know what happened, but we were like, we go, oh, let's summon this frigging witch, right? So I did all this candle and shit and everything, and I know it's weird, but I go, oh, look at that. I was kind of calling around, but there was something, I don't know, something went tweaky deaky on my freaking vision, and this guy goes, oh, it's a hand. And I go, oh, it's a blue hand. And there was like this blue baby's hand floating around with frigging this white bracelet on it. And I go, is it there? Is it there? And it pointed to one of the cards. I think either the devil or death. I don't remember or whatnot. Had these cards point out. And then I don't know, I kind of lost my mind a little bit. And I freaking go, I felt really evil for a second. I go, now it needs a sacrifice for this. And I go, it's going to choke you. And freaking this hand went into this guy's hand, and he went, and freaking it was like real. But I don't know if he was playing or not, but I don't know if he believed it really, but I'm like, yeah, die. And I'm like, oh no, wait. I don't want to freaking have to explain to you when you're laying on the floor. Be gone. Yeah, really good taking care of the supernatural, right? So, yeah, real morality, you know. Gotta drink some witch's brew here. Oh, wait, it's just more tea. And so, yeah, it went away. And I was like, whoa, that was cool, huh? The guy was like a total spaz, you know. I don't know why I hung around him. Just friggin', you know, he's like, yeah, man, that was pretty cool, man. Yeah, I good. Oh, wow, yeah, but, you know, dude, you kind of set it on me and stuff. And I go, yeah, it was the power of the hand. I go, ooh, that was scary. I'll never bring that back again. Ooh. You know, and I'm like, whoa, it can only come back if I'm really upset, you know. And he's like, oh, okay, man, yeah, all right, I wouldn't want to say hands to come back, you know, oh, man, yeah, you know. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I mean, it was weird. It was totally weird. I mean, it was something we seemed to both see. Now, I don't know what he really saw, but he said he saw it, you know, and either he was acting like that, or, you know, to put me on, or I was just seeing something, or we both had some shared hallucination, but it didn't seem like he was playing. You know, and it didn't, I know what I saw, but I didn't really, well, I don't know. I think I did believe that one at the time, but later on I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, no. That's freaky. But I thought, well, I felt guilty about breaking into that person's house. And it was like, uh-oh, I went too far. I'm getting in trouble now. And I forgot what I did. I did something to freaking get that off me, that feeling. I think I threw something over the fence. I don't remember if we took something from that house or not. But yeah, that's right. We went back again. I put it back, and all that stopped. Because there was other things going on, too. Like, this one time, well, now this is, you know, not weird, but this is like other things that happened. I don't remember if this was involved with that, but I tried to purify my place, and I had candles in my room, and there was this big, bright nightlight out in the back. And the thing was that all these moths would come around it, but they never flew in my room. And even when I had the candles lit, but one time I freaking lit this and I started these chants or so. I don't know what the heck, where I got the chants from or anything. But all of a sudden, I looked up from that, and there was like 1,000 moths in my room. And I was like, whoa. Of course, now it's not too hard to figure. You light candles, you fan your hand around, and the freaking candles attract the moths. I mean, it's not too hard to figure A, B, C, But anyway, but it was still pretty freaky. But it was just totally weird looking up and like seeing like 1,000 moths with their little eyes on the back of their feathers and stuff, their wings, I mean, sitting there looking at you. And every time you kind of looked at them, they kind of shimmered in unison. Not really, but they would flicker their wings at times. And those wings did have a little bit of a glossy effect to them. So in the candlelight, with the outside light, it kind of had this wild effect. And eventually I put out the candles and they went out. I've had this habit recently, where, not recently, but I used to have this, like, I thought I had an ability. But, as a matter of fact, I've done it recently too, but this is a long time after I stopped believing it was an ability. I could be able to freaking move my hand a certain way, and when an insect moves a certain way, I could fling my hand and point, and they'll fly out the window. And I can still do that nowadays, but now I get the feeling more like I'm getting the feeling of the bug's motion, and I'm just moving my hand away that makes them go out. It's not supernatural. It's more like the bug moves to your motion, and that kind of hypnotizes it in a way. And it doesn't always work, but sometimes, most of the time, it'll work where if it starts following your hand because it's seeing your motion, and you move your hand like in a certain way, then when you move your hand quickly, they go that way in reaction and they fly out. That must have been what I was doing at the time. But at other times, I would be able to freak people out by it. I would go, oh, these flies. I'd raise my hand. I'd go, oh, these flies. I hate the way these flies are. It never turned me to put the screen back on the window, duh. But I was going, oh, these flies, And then people would be looking at me and look at my hand. I'm going, look at this stupid fly. And I would sit there and I would move my hand. And then when they caught my freaking motion and watching the fly, I would go, oh, just get out. And it would fly out and people would go, how'd you do that? Oh, I don't know. It just happens once in a while. Watch out. You never know with me. Yeah. Anyway. That's just some of the things. I'll tell you about other things next time. I already talked about in another video about the time I was at church and this mega church and all this weird God stuff was happening. And I wish I could talk to my ex-wife and find out what she remembers about that, but we're not exactly talking, so to put it bluntly. So I'm just going to turn off the video now that I grab the remote and click off the video, Yeah, that'll work pretty darn well. Okay. Well, let me see if it'll work. Should work. Alright. Bye.